My boss cut my hours after I refused to train my replacement. His face when I revealed my side business was worth every sacrifice. I worked at Meridian Options for 7 years, earning the title of Sears Setterier, but never the salary that should come with it. Budget constraints, my boss Jake would say each time I asked for a raise, while somehow finding money for office renovations and executive retreats. Last month, Jake called me into his office all smiles and fake enthusiasm. "Emma, we're bringing in some fresh talent. I'd like you to train our new hire, Alasia. She's straight out of college, so energetic." When I asked about my role after training, he avoided eye contact. "We're restructuring some positions. You'll transition to part-time consulting, while Alasia takes over your daily responsibilities." Translation: train your replacement at 1/3 your already underwhelming salary. That night, I made a decision. I would train Alsace thoroughly, just not in the ways Jake expected. For 3 years, I'd been building my own design business on nights and weekends. What started as freelance work to supplement my income had grown into a legitimate company with clients I carefully kept separate from Meridian's. I called my top 3 clients that evening and confirmed they'd follow me if I went independent full-time. The next morning, I agreed to train Alize with one condition: I'd need to adjust my schedule to accommodate family obligations. Jake reluctantly approved my 3-day work week, cutting my salary proportionally, exactly as I'd anticipated. For the next 3 weeks, I taught Alze everything visible about my job: the software, the file structures, the client preferences. What I didn't share were the relationships I built, the unwritten Abro processes, or the shortcuts I developed over 7 years. Meanwhile, those family obligation days, I spent them meeting with potential clients and setting up my new studio space, part funded by the money I'd been saving for exactly this moment. On my final Friday, Jake called me in for an exit interview, smirking as he handed me my last paycheck, noticeably thin after my reduced hours. "Before I go," I said, sliding a stack of business cards across his desk, "I wanted to share my new contact information." The cards featured a sleek logo, Emma Stevens Dizen underneath. Proud to serve Clearwater Insurance, Westlake Properties, and Robertson Hotels, 3 clients that constituted 40% of Meridian's annual revenue. Jake's face cycled through confusion, shock, and fury in 3 seconds flat. "These are our clients." "Actually," I replied, "they've chosen to follow the designer who's handled their accounts for 7 years." I confirmed before giving notice. "Nothing in my contract prevents me from accepting clients who approach me independently." He stammered something about loyalty while I gathered my things. "By the way," I added at the door, "LSA is incredibly talented. She deserves better mentor than I received, and probably better pay too." 6 months later, my revenue has tripled. My home office has expanded to a downtown studio with 2 employees. Neither is Alessia, though I offered. And Jake still calls monthly with veiled legal threats that his company attorney apparently keeps shutting down. Sometimes the best revenge isn't burning bridges, it's building your own while someone else is busy cutting your path.